sorry. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. That's a little better. I declare, I know. It's been a long time. YouTube, thank you. Hopefully, YouTube will push it out. I know it's been years. I know. I know. It's been a while. It's been a while. It has been a long time. What time is it? Oof. It's hot. And I dressed thinking it was cool outside, but it's a hot 55. It is. It's a hot 55. I shouldn't have a turtleneck on. I should not have velour sweatpants on. I'm just saying. I should not. What is that? 2, 3. Hey there, son. How are you from Germany? Oh my goodness. How are you? Hey there, Bradley. How are you guys doing? It's been many moons ago. I know, right? Many moons ago. There's a lot going on, isn't it? I tell you. Now Ismail, you about what? You're beyond 18. I know that much now. Are you hearing me through my Bluetooth? Because it might mess up. I don't know. I'm sweating. It's a hot 55. It's a hot 55. And I should not have a turtleneck on. Yeah. I'm just saying. I should not. Hey, bro. Oh, my gosh. Hey, bro. How are you? How's the family? I'm so happy to see you guys, too. 100% better when you were asking me, girlie. Oh, look way better and healthier in you before. Oh, thank you. Hey there, I know who that is. Hey, Manny, how are you? How's things in Connecticut? It's so good to see you guys. It's been so long. So much has happened. So much has been going on, and I know so much has been going on with you guys as well. You know, when we don't see each other, life continues to go on, right? Maybe I should put the air on. I tell you. Things, but we have to keep living and stay in focus. Absolutely. There's the millionaire, guys. Yeah, nice to see you too, millionaire Marcus. I declare, Bradley. The gang's, I know, right, Bradley? The gang's all here. Hey, 1SP, how are you doing? I declare. You better believe it. I declare. How many more books you got out now? I declare. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am him. I appreciate that, Manny. You guys are so kind. You've always been so kind. I appreciate every last one of you guys for sure. I really do. Absolutely. That is for sure. I said, let me get on here. I had just came out from the grocery store, and I said, let me come on here, see what's going on. I felt like, you know, let me try to get on here. It's been a while to see how everybody is doing. Let me see what I missed since I'm at a light. Okay. Oh, and April's here. Oh my gosh. You made my day. Oh, you made my day. Oh my gosh. All of you guys made my day, because, you know, like when you're not on here a while, YouTube does not, you know, I thought wouldn't push me out fast, but it seemed like they did. So, wow. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you, Bradley. I appreciate you. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate you. For sure. Yes, indeed. So I was just coming back from the grocery store and I was feeling a little better. You guys know, what I go through, my ups and downs. So I've been busy too, though. I've been busy and feeling imbalanced and all that kind of stuff. But you got to keep pushing. You made my day, Tisha. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's my son from Germany. I claim on my son from Germany. He used to hide under the bed a lot too, but he's okay now. He's much better now. He has grown up. He is a grown man now. I declare he is. Yes, indeed. I declare. I tell you, it's a let's see here. Let me see. You got my notification? Thank you, YouTube. You are? Okay. I know, right? Right, to show the love. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You still doing the Uber and Lyft? You can answer when you're able to, okay? That answers helpful review. Why? He didn't say anything. Did somebody say something? Okay, well, we'll check it out. Let's see. You still feel like a big kid at heart. Oh, and I love it. Oh, for sure. Why not? Why not? Why not, Bradley? Why not? Why not? How's the weather where you are? How's the weather? Let me see what that message was that they said. They blocked. Let me see. Exactly. Another mother from a mother. Exactly. For sure. Oh, TikTok. I'm not TikTok. YouTube thought that was a bad thing. Oh, with the I missed the but okay then. Oh, I guess they thought that was, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what they were doing. Okay, thank you, YouTube. Thank you very much. It was okay to show. They blocked it. That's cool. Yeah, the grocery stores were pretty full. But they had 3 lines out. Usually it's only 2. I'm just saying. But they only had let me see if they want to hide it. Okay. However you want to do it. TikTok, YouTube. Are you guys on TikTok? Oh, okay. Hold on. I always get your notification. Oh, really? The algorithm even sends them to my dream. 1SP YouTube, they send it to your dreams too. Wow. I declare. Kind of chilly in Indiana. Okay. Chilly, but hey, it's Indiana, right? Okay. God, no, I stopped that. Oh, okay. Look, I say the same thing. God knows. No. I gave that up too. Oh, that's right. You did say that you had an independent courier business. That's right. Oh, that's good. Still going. Awesome. That's very good. Very good. You should really do well this year with the taxes. It was raining and cold here earlier last week. Okay, and now it's a little more sunny. Okay. All right. I see. Turn right here. Turn right here. And gotta stop at another light, and I'm going to. Okay. I was here when I was first accepted. I know, right? And now almost 24. I tell you, you have seen a lot. I tell you, I declare, who would have thunk it? We would have connected from Germany, him as a teen, and 20, and now he's 24. I declare. There's a lot of people at the park today. I should have brought my chica out. Actually, I was planning on to, but I gotta do something else too. So I said, let me come to the park and I can talk to you guys, burn some time. Because if I go back into the house, I might not want to come back out. I might just get a little too comfortable. You know how that can be, right? Yeah, I might get a little too comfy. And I might not want to come back out. But I got to get my grass cut. So I got to pick somebody up from work to cut it for me. So there you go. What can I say? You know? That's how that is sometimes. Let me see if I can fix this here better. It's one of these always up here. Let me come out of my seat. One piece says something about, let me see if I can bring this up here. Let's see, up here. And then down, I think. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. Now let's see. Sunny. Instagram, but I'm thinking about doing Snapchat. Oh, okay. I declare that I'm on TikTok waiting for you to comment by undivided intention. Really? You on? So are you on TikTok as a official 1SP? Your undivided attention. Okay. I don't regret doing it. Same here. It was good times. Yes. Doing it and watching your videos. Yeah. It was a time. It was a vibe. Really. It was a vibe. I mean, it was like so much was going on, you know, so many connections, so much information was going through, and then it had its moments, you know, that it dwindles, but there are still some people who are still doing it and they're doing well, you know. I always said that I'm not a driver, but I did it for socialization and of course to make money too. I didn't do it for free, but I don't regret it. Now I'm back in the house working from home and working for the federal government, and that's a lot going on with that, but it's all good, you know. It's just one of those, it's another phase in life journey that we are going through, and this is how I look at things now, well, even more based upon our current situation. And everybody have their own opinion, and I do not discount anyone's opinion. However, I look at things based on my journey in life. This is my life that has been given to me. And it just so happened in this life that has been given to me, there are things that are going on. Right. No regrets. Exactly. There are things that are going on that might not be to my liking in my life journey. However, there are many more other things that supersedes the negative. So I choose, and it is a choice, right? I choose to look on the positive side. I choose to be optimistic in everything, no matter what I see, no matter what I hear, no matter what I go through. I always believe that things can and will get better, you know? So for me, during my ups and downs, you know, I didn't always wanted to come on here, because who wants to hear doom and gloom all the time? Who? I don't want to hear, because see, my life journey is not only about that. It has it in it, but it's not only about that. So we have to live life according to life's journey. There are ups and there are downs within a minute, within an hour, within a second, within days, within a 24 hour. So it's not just a neutral gloom and doom. It's not. There are moments that we can focus on that are our happy moments. We're still here. We still have the activities of our limbs. We still have a mind to think. We have all the senses to hear, to smell, to see, to taste, to feel. We have those things, and I don't have to compare it to some people don't have it, because for them, they're not happy about that. So I don't want to compare it to them. But what I want to do is to open people's eyes to see what is going on, the good things that are going on in this world, to look at your life journey as something that is positive. Don't constantly look at the negative and you forget all about the positive that's going on in your life, and just like where there's darkness, there's light. And that's a known fact. That's a known fact. If you're in a room, for example, you're in a room, you turn the light on, there's light. You turn the light off, there's darkness. Where there is light, there is darkness. That's a known fact. Where there is good, there is bad. Yeah, exactly. And so we have choices in this life to either physically do or say and even think. So for me, I choose to think positive. I choose to think in a better way instead of thinking so negative and so angry, and I'm grateful to God for it. I can't just say it's just me. I cannot say that, I cannot take that credit. But I choose to want to view life the way I believe God wants me to view it, and to never give up, and to always have faith in believing in Him no matter what, and to hold on to His unchanging hands. Nowhere written when we were born. There's not no copyright. Gotta remember that, right? Hopefully YouTube didn't pick that up. I'm live, YouTube. It's not me playing the music, okay? Sorry. But yeah, I choose to allow God to lead and guide me. And people have their own personal views on God, but I can say for my God, okay, to lead and guide me. And I am grateful for that. Also, when we were born, we was not born with a certificate that said your life, Chelle, is going to be perfect. You won't get sick. You won't get your heart broken. You won't have a bad day. You won't get a bounce check. You won't lose your job. You won't lose hair. You will not gain a pound. You will not lose a teeth. Okay, come on, right? Like, you will not get one gray hair. You will not be bald. Your skin will not sag. You will not feel weak. You will not, nothing like that. It didn't say that you will not have these things. But you are born with you're actually born to live. But we have a death date. We have our date that is given to us when we are born, but then we also have a death date that we know not of. So whenever I think like that, I see more and more how important. And now I got to tell you, to be honest with you, I got to tell you the truth. I'm always honest with you guys anyway. Now, for me, I have to, for my heart and for my mind and for my mental strength, I have to believe and know that I believe that all things will get better. I have to believe that. And I know that I believe that. And I know that it will. I'm not the type person that will be okay when things are bad. Like, be like, want to stay in that. I'm the type person, I will take it to God. I'll pray. I'll seek God for help, for understanding, to how what it is that I can do as a human being to change this situation. Because like the prayer of serenity, some things we can change, some things we can't. And oh, you love my speeches. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's important to think, April. It is very important to think about where you are in life and what it is that you can physically do to make your life better, and what it is that you cannot change. However, we have to adjust emotionally, physically, mentally to a situation for whatever the purpose is, in order for us to continue in life. So for me, when I'm in the house, it's like I don't have strength to do work around the house. I just feel so drained mentally. And when I'm able to sit on the side of the bed, oh, that dog looked just like my Chica. Oh my gosh, she looked just like Chica. Oh my gosh. If Chica was here, she'd be having a fit. She'd be hanging out the window pretty much. Oh my goodness gracious. She looked just like my Chica. You can't see her. You are a good person. It will always be down times, but you will always be good. God got you, Chelle. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate that coming from you. We had some long talks over the years for sure. Yeah, and he got you too. Okay? And you do what you can do physically, okay? And everything like that. And God does he does the rest as well, okay? So it's important for us as human beings to examine ourselves. Before we start pointing fingers, it's important to examine ourselves and see what we can change for ourselves and what we can't, how we can adjust to whatever it is that's going on. And so for me, I begin to ponder, okay, so what is it, God, that I can do? Because I'm in my house, I'm looking around, and I'm like, can you imagine, like, okay, you're in your house, you look around, you see something, it's like, ooh, I wish I can change that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick and tired of seeing it like that. Oh my gosh, this give me a headache. Or you don't want people to see it. It's like, oh my gosh, oh, just a constant sore eye. So I begin to seek God. You can talk to God about anything. He understands. And he won't tell other people, okay? And so I'm like, what it is that can I make that better? Can I change that myself? Or do I have to wait for funds? Do I have to wait for someone else to do it? Or do I leave it alone the way it is? Like, I'm having an actual conversation. So God let me know there are some things that I can do physically, but for whatever the reason, I stop myself. And I think that's where the depression comes into play, when the hormones are imbalanced, even though you're on medication, okay? But you still have that tussle. It's like you want to do it. You want to do it up here, but physically, it's like this is controlling physically. Have you ever just thought about it, like, how does all of this connects? You have a brain, okay? And then you have your personality, then you have a body, then you have the soul, and the spirit. Now, people say, okay, they say the spirit is what the body is housed. What the body is housed around. Then you have the soul, which is your emotion, the your conscious and all that kind of stuff. But then I think there's another part of us. I really do, because okay, you have your spirit. Now your spirit is the invisible part. The spirit is the part that will depart from the body, okay, and go wherever, up or down, believe it or not, however, okay. And then you have a soul. Now that soul's supposed to be your emotions, your if you're happy, sad, um joyful, all those emotional things, if you're crying, so on and so forth. um but then you have your body. So without the soul and without the spirit, the body is nothing. It can't function. It can't function. It can't do anything. So what I'm saying is, it's so important to have your spirit in check, your soul in check, in order to have your body in check. Because a lot of times when we're thinking up here, it's not always good thoughts. And again, it's not always bad thoughts. It might be some thoughts that are confusing. It might be some thoughts that is like, where did that thought come from? So it's important for us. I mean, I honestly believe that you have to have a connection with a higher source. You have to. I really, really, from the bottom of my heart, believe that is true. You have to. And my source is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, the true and living God. And he is the one, or you may say it or she, however. I don't get into that back and forth thing, because when you get in that back and forth, then you lose stuff. I just focus on what's factual, what's there, I see in my life, what's functional. That all the other stuff, it just separates us. I don't deal with that. So for me, I'm so grateful for knowing God, and for allowing, because you have to allow him, because he's not going to force himself into your life, believe me. Allowing him to help me through my ups and downs, through my hills and lows and valleys and all that, all those things that happens in life. And I have a better outlook on life, to the point I'm like this: whatever happens in life, good or bad, me personal, me, I just want to hold on to God's unchanging hands. That's it. That's all I want. Whatever, you know what I mean? I mean, truly, like, whatever, WHATER, no, hold on, WHATEVER, whatever happens, good or bad, I just want to keep the faith. That is more valuable to me. I can only talk about me. To me, than anything else in this world. I'm serious about that. And I like and love some things in this world. But that right there, my friends, there's no value in this world is higher than that. For me, okay? And that's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, it is what it is. And I'm okay with that. It makes me happy. I'm really happy about that. So I say, I mean, to all of you, there's going to be a time in your life, if it's not now, you're going to need to make a decision. You're going to, I mean, for real, a decision will need to be made that will alter your life forever. And you have to be ready to make that decision. And when you make it, you have to be okay with it. You may have heard it before. You may not believe it, but it is the truth. I don't want you to mark my words because it's not about me. But I'm just saying, in this world, you will need to answer. See, Manny, absolutely. You will need to answer a question that will change your life for the rest of your life. And I'm telling you, I'm the type person, I believe in a higher power. I do. I really do. There's no way. And I'm pretty intelligent. Thank you, Jesus. Okay? There's no way a human being. I changed my voice. I don't know who voice this is. I'm just saying. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. There's no way in this world a human being that has the same functions as you and I can do what you see with your naked eye. Pause when you can. Look up. Did it ever fall down? Did it ever fall down? Just look up for a moment. And we just talked about how the weather is in the different states. Did we not? Okay. A human being that has the same 5 senses, just like you and I, breathe, heartbeat, just like you and I, can do all this? Okay. Okay. So you think. I don't think. I don't think that. I know it's not. No. Same. Needs to sleep. Need to eat. Need to go to the BRB. Come on. Come on. Come on. Who need transfusions if need. Like, this is what I'm saying. One of these days, you're going to have to face some things about reality. But I say to you, don't be afraid of it. Face it. See it for what it really is. And believe that there is a higher power. We're not here just so. We're not here just because mom and dad fell in love and pop out. Here we are. Hey. No. 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 It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us. I truly believe. Now, this is how I see it in my mind. There is a better place that supersedes the finest things in this world. I mean, when I say the finest of the finest of the wealthiest person can have. Okay? And the only way we can experience that by not being judged or judged by our color or how we look or how we speak or anything of that nature, we had to come through this transitional process, which is birthing through a human being to be on this side of the world. However, in this side of the world, there are obstacles, situations, journeys, events that happens that, based on your choices, my choices, splits off to different avenues of life journey. It's like you have all these different doors and you go through door one. Door one has a particular journey that has multiple doors as well, that branches off. Think of a tree. A tree has a trunk, one big old juicy trunk. One end has the roots, deep, 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 deep down in the dirt, like down in there. Hold a thought. Just came across your life. Just wanted to say, hey Chad, how are you doing? I can't stay. Hope you're having. I am, and it's nice to see you, Chad. You take care. Keep on doing well. I've been watching you on Facebook. Take care. So think of a tree. If you're around any trees, walk with me for a little bit, or sit. However you want to do it. Just yeah. Okay, you have a tree. Now, you can look at a tree two different ways. You can look at a tree like this, and you have the roots sprouting out this way. You're going to have the branches sprouting out this way. Correct? Okay. Now, let's focus on the root. This is what I'm seeing in my mind right now. With the roots, you have thicker roots, thinner roots, and they branches off. They just constantly just branch, turn here, turn left, right, turn left, right. There's all types of different directions, right? But they're all connected to this big old trunk here, okay? Then on this side, you have the branches. And those branches branch off to other branches that connects to a leaf. Then you have multiple leaves. Then you see another branch, then another multiple leaves. It just constantly just branch and go and branch and grow, go. It just constantly. And I'm seeing life in that fashion, meaning in order for us to live in a better place, we had to go through a transitional phase. Now, if you were a tree, which side would you prefer? The roots or the branches? I'll give you a moment to think if you want to answer it. Okay? I'll give you about 3 seconds. Because if you have an answer, you have an answer. If you don't, you don't, right? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 6 just in case it's a delay. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Me personally, isn't it a good question? Me personally, prefer the root side. Okay? Yes, the branches, the leaves, beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent. And to see it waving in the air, woo, like everything is fine. You said that's hard? Okay, that's fine. Some questions in life, it's hard to answer. And the trees are just flourishing. They're getting longer and taller, and they just just doing so well. But the roots are the main source of the flourish of the leaves. Why? The roots are so deep down into the ground where the nutrition is, where the water is, where the source is to keep not only the trunk, but the branches and the smaller branches and the leaves connected. Now, when you see a tree with no branches, no leaves, what's wrong with that tree? Something's wrong. Yeah, the tree is connected to the roots, absolutely. But is it connected to the source? Apparently, it's connected to a source, but it might not be the best source because it's not flourishing. So in life, we have to decide what source we want to be connected to. So for me, I prefer to be connected to the roots that have the nutritional sources that allows not only the trunk to be strong, but also produce flourishing branches. Some people in life, they like what they see first, the beauty first, not understanding what happens to get that beauty. They just want that beauty first. I prefer to be connected to the source, and being connected to the source as I walk my life journey will branch off to flourishing things. Things will be happening. Things will be opening, good or bad. Good or bad. Good or bad. But it's functional. It's moving. It's changing. It's living. It's life. It's not stagnant. But some people, they just prefer the glitz and the glamour. They don't know where it came from. They see someone with a nice car, they want that. They don't know what that person went through to get that car. It could have been good things, it could have been bad things. You just don't know. You're just looking at it and say, I want that. You don't know what they went through to get it. Or you become jealous. You are right. The root is like the root is like the foundation. The root is the foundation. That's it. That's the foundation. So it's important in life. It's nice to it's great to have nice things. It's great to be around nice things. But make sure the source, the foundation, it's connected properly with something right. Because in life journey, that's the way I like to see it, because it is a journey. In life's journey, you and I will have choices we have to make. And those choices, in my mind, is similar to a branch. Matter of fact, let me show you. Can I turn this? Yeah, I can. See that tree? See the trunk? And you see the branch, and it branches off to so many other branches, connected to so many leaves. And it is flourishing, it's growing, it's moving, it's functional, it's alive. But to get there, it had to branch off. And then branch off again. And branch off again, and again and again. And it ended up giving us this perfect design on these on this tree here. See? Every last one of them is branching off. See, this right here, it can be somebody's life journey right here. Right here. Look how many branches it done branched off. Wow. Look at the one hanging right here. Look at that one. Look at that one. Look at that. It's hanging down to the ground. Sometime in our life journey, it's like, oh, Lord, will I ever get back up again? Jesus Christ, will I ever be able to be up again? Isn't that something? He just hanging like, ooh. I mean, he or she, it just hanging like, what in the world? Right there. Look. But no matter how low it is, it has not touched the ground. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? It has not touched the ground. So in life, we can be low. We can be low, but we not to the ground. And sometime in life, we are to the ground, but it takes I would say two components. And I'm going to tell you why I say two components. It's going to take you and I, as a human being, to have faith that you can rise above the situation. You got it. That's important. You can rise without it, but there's so much joy and growth if you rise with it, because you're rising up on a journey that's going to have so much joy and so much of a testimony that you can share with others that might be down, and you can help them up. So one component is you having the faith. The other component is connect to a higher source. And I suggest, because I know about this source, is Jesus Christ. You connect with him, you and faith together, boom, bam, you're going up. You're soaring. You're not going to be there. You're not going to be down no more. You might be down later on in your journey of life. Okay, so stop there. Let me stop. Okay, but you're gonna get up. You're gonna get up. You're not gonna stay where you are. But you have to have some type of faith. And the Bible speaks of faith as the size of a mustard seed. I don't have one in the car with me. It is so tiny. So teeny tiny. So teeny tiny. That's all you need. Next time you go to a grocery store, look around for a mustard seed. That's all the faith you need. And again, let me help you out. Let me help you out. Okay. One of the number one questions that a lot of people have, and I used to have it too, so I know this. Why God let this happen? I know. I know. Why God let this happen? Why? He's supposed to be this and he's supposed to be that. And why in the world this and that? And some people have some choice words with it. And they feel it in their heart. They really feel that way in their heart. If I may say to you, or those who may have that question, first of all, why can't he? He's the God of the universe. Okay? Other thing is, this is an imperfect world. Imperfect. If you ever thought this world was perfect, let me know if you ever seen dead leaves on the ground. Let me know if you ever seen a bald spot where grass used to be. Let me know if you see a rotten tree. Let me know if you've seen broken down streets. Let me know if you've seen trash in different places. Let me know if someone treated you badly. Let me know if you never got sick. No one ever in your family got sick. No one around you got sick. You never heard somebody got sick. You didn't see anyone get sick. Let me know these things. Because I'm quite sure you heard or seen or know, not only for yourself, but maybe for others, that this is not a perfect world. Things are going to happen. That's a guarantee. I can actually, if I was a gambler, I could bet you my life savings that this is an imperfect world. That's how much I know. Everything I got, I know this world is imperfect. I know it is. It's not perfection. It's imperfect. So, if what's around you is imperfect, okay, you're born through the process that is imperfect, okay? If it was perfect, we would not have stillborn. Okay? We will not have cords wrapped around you. Okay? We will not have other little situations that happens through that process. So I say to those, let's wait for this dirt bike. Those who want to question God and want to know why, just know this world is imperfect. Even for Christians. Oops, did I say the wrong thing? Should I just drink coffee? This is so good too. Yeah, even for Christians. Even once you give your life to Jesus Christ, if you think that your life is going to be like smooth sailing, it's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. I have to be the one to let you know. It's not. Things will still happen to you. Things will still go bad. The only difference is you have your faith in Jesus Christ to go through it, and you won't feel the absolute details of it all, because you're going to have Jesus walking through with you, carrying you through. How many of you remember the footprint in the sand? And there's one segment on there, it says, when I was going through my worst, think about your worst that you've gone through in life. Your worst. I like the hard time. It what makes us who we are. It makes, yes. Come on now, Manny. Come on. That's where I am now. Now I can't say I've always been that way, okay? It does teaches us to survive. I totally agree with you. I didn't always think that way, but I do now. I've learned, and the Bible has the scriptures. Verse says, through your, what is it? Patience worketh faith. Oh man, what is it? I think it's in Romans. It tells you like your like trials and tribulations are good, like what we're talking about now. Like if like patience, like if you got to wait for something for longer than what you thought you should be waiting for it for, it worketh faith. Like it builds your faith. Pain, what is it? Something about long suffering. I gotta find it. One day I'll come back on here with it. But I believe it's in Romans. And it teaches you that those rough times, in the midst of those rough times, God is with you. And the poem, what's the poem? What the saying goes? Because I was carrying you. He said it was only one footprint. He said, because I was carrying you through those rough times. It wasn't you. And I was carrying you. So what I'm saying is, if you are feeling like you are alone and you are hurting, I'm not lying to you. I mean, you are really, really deep down in your heart hurting. You got headaches. You're sick and tired. You are going through. No one is helping you. No one is around. It's just you and you and you. Yet you're still moving. Yet you're still here. Yet you go to sleep. You wake up. in the same situation. Yet, you eat your food. Yet, you're going through all that. And when I say when you're hurting, everybody has not experienced the same type of hurt, the same type of pain. Everybody has not felt that. I'm just telling you, they have not. That's why they say God won't put more on you than what you can bear. That's so true. That is so true. And we have to realize there's God giving us what we need, but then there's us telling God, this is what I want, this is what I need. And then when we get it, when he answered those prayers, it's like, Lord, have mercy. God, why you ain't tell me it was going to be like this, it was going to be like that, he was going to be like this, she was going to be like that. I didn't put that on you. That is what you prayed for. I answered it for you, and there you go. There you go. So we got to be careful what we pray for. But he won't put no more on us than what we can bear. And everybody bearing levels are different. Exactly. I'm just saying. That's right, Bradley. It's the truth. You know? It is what it is. But that's what you asked for. It's like you going to a restaurant and say, welcome back, Bradley. It's like you going to a restaurant and say, give me white onions, lettuce, tomatoes, some mayo, and 2 burgers, and a little hot pepper, a little pepper, black pepper, and some salt. Then you bite into the sandwich, okay? And then you say, oh, that don't even taste right. I don't want this. You go back to the register and you say, I don't want this. I want my money back. I don't want this. It tastes nasty. So what does the cashier do? Most of the time they end up getting a manager. And then they look at the receipt. Do you have your receipt? Ma'am, sir, you asked for such and such and such and such and such and such. Yeah, but it don't taste good. Okay. Now you know. But we gave you what you asked for. You paid for what you asked for. But now you found out it don't taste good. So sometimes in life, it's the truth, Bradley. I'm just saying, right? Sometimes in life, you're going to get what you prayed for, but just be aware. Just be aware. It might not be what you thought it would be. It might not be what you thought it would be. Hopefully that is not a song. I hope it's not. Yeah. We got to be careful. Everything is not for everybody. Everybody is not for everything. So more and more in life, I realize it's important to have that one-on-one time with yourself, seeing what you really like in life, what you think you really like in life, what you think you don't like in life, what it is that you want to do in life, or what you think you want to do in life, and what you may not want to do in life, to find out about yourself. It's okay to be alone. After my dad lost his cousin, my condolences, in a farming accident, I have been having crazy thoughts. I'm quite sure you have. You're going through a grieving process, and it's not easy, Bradley, and it's painful. And you can feel lonely. You can feel shocked. You can have disbelief. You can have anger. You have the question, why? And then you can have, but why now? You know what I mean? And then sometimes you want to be with that person. But in reality, they wouldn't want you to do that. They really wouldn't. Yeah, my condolences. Just always remember, in life, there is unalive. That's a guarantee. Guarantee. However, with the unalive, there are so many paths that are open. One path can be is that person's time. Okay. One of the hurtful thing is we didn't know it. We had no idea. But we all are born with a death date. The other one is someone had evil in their heart and chose to end that person's life because evil is still upon us. It can be a path of that. Or that person individually was going through some things and they felt like enough is enough. I'm done with this world. Another path could be illness, you know? And there are other paths, a total accident. I mean, really, 100% accident. So it's going to happen. Not saying we be like, oh, okay, yeah, they're on the live. Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to happen anyway. I mean, come on now, we born for death day. Come on, and you think he was going to live forever? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, during those moments of grief where you feel like you want to stop living, or you want to retaliate, or you want to take, just go, like that. No. It's a process. A lot of flashbacks have me going through my mind of how I have had crazy fears of falling off of stuff or being up on high places without railings or restraints. Well, you know what? That's a good thing. Because you know what? Those are warnings. But they're not warnings to say don't do it. They're warnings to say be careful if you have to do it. Okay? Oh yeah, and speaking of evil, Chelle, I'm not kidding when I say this. After Charlie Kirk got shot and after I found out and saw people crying, I was literally shaking on the inside. Oh wow. So why was you shaking on the inside? See, with Charlie Kirk, I don't know a lot about him. And of course, whenever you're in social media, okay, people have their narratives. It's what draw people to them. Like they say this, they say that, so on and so forth. The only people who really knew Kirk is those who were around him and God himself. He was a human being. From what I saw, I think he was more of a conservative person. Is that not true? Because I don't know a lot about him. So help me understand what type of man he was. Now, when the situation happened to him, I couldn't understand why at that event, because from my understanding, okay, now wait a minute. Now, what I heard was the person allegedly who did that had a roommate who either was going through a certain type of surgery, and Kirk was against that type of choice. Am I not right? Is that what it was? I mean, that's what I heard on the news. I don't believe everything that I hear. However, I just, it's part of my autism, okay? And on my Instagram, I made a post about explaining that I always felt anxious and shaky on the inside, and I got a lot of likes and comments from it. Yeah, you know what? Because you were sharing something that's very intimate about you, and guess what? Quite sure you found out you're not alone. You're not alone, Bradley. There are others that feel exactly just like you. Never met you, don't know you from the man in the moon, and they feel just like you. All of this is alleged, yes, and for entertainment purposes. Thank you very, very much. Absolutely. Allegedly and entertainment purposes, for sure. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. You're the best mod ever. Yeah. So I don't know everything about that. I think I just don't understand why in that when you see how I'm doing things right. I don't understand why, well, really at any time, but why at that event all of those young people, I know that's factual because it was at a university, so that's factual. You can research that and see that for yourself. Young people beginning life will soon, after they graduate, being young adults, branching off like tree branches off a tree, and leaves and so on and so forth. And for that to happen, it could have been worse. It was sad, but it could have been worse because there were a lot of people there, a whole lot of people there. It remains to be seen why it happened. I mean, they have things that they say that it was allegedly, but me personally, one, I believe we should have freedom of speech. Okay, and when I say that, I'm not saying to disrespect anyone, but some people, they don't know how to, separate that. If they speak, they're going to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? I think we should have the right to speak what we believe, providing it's not, well, you can't say not harming others, because some people would say Christianity is harming people, and I don't really say Christianity anymore, because from what I see, that has changed in my book. So I label myself as a believer in the true and living God, the God of love, the God of peace, the God of understanding, period. I don't care who you are in life. I know, right? I didn't know if I ever told you that I have autism, and I'm so glad I got to share it with you, Chelle. No, I don't think you have. I don't think you ever have, but thank you for sharing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't change who you are. It doesn't change how I see you. You're still Bradley. It's like, oh, okay. No big deal. The love is still there, It doesn't change anything, I think it's brave of you, and I think all people, and when I say this, I look at it like a superpower. I better know that's right. That's right. Kinda. I know that's right. Exactly. You're able to do things that a lot of people cannot do. You can think things beyond Sub-Zero. Oh my goodness. How have you been? It's been years. How are you? I'm all is well. You know me. All is well. All is well. Wow, yes, there's nothing wrong with you. Thank you, Manny. There's nothing wrong with you, Bradley. You are fine just the way you are. None of us in this world has the right to put down another person. We all are different people. We all bring something different to this world, and I love it. You're all right? I'm glad to hear that. Every last one of us, I'm serious, every human being in this world has something to bring to this world. It can be good, it can be bad. I'm telling you, it can be good, it can be bad. Anybody that supports autism and people with autism, I am so thankful for you. Yes, very good, that's right. I have given myself to autism. I was at the gym, and there was a group of people there, and I gave, and then they sent me an email, and I, like when it was time to give again, I have given. So whenever I can, I do. So it happens. It's an imperfect world. Things are going to happen in this world. The thing is, it's nothing wrong with you. It's nothing wrong with you. It really isn't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you. You are you, I am me, the next person. Where is it written that everyone has to be like one type in this world? That would be boring to me. What? Boring. I'll be honest, I became a fan of yours from watching your ASMR video. You know what? I got to get back on there too. I know. There is one fan, if you will. What is his name? He's in Mexico. He sent me a email. I gotta get back on there. I got off track. I still have all of my equipment, but of course I gotta get them updates, so I gotta get all that together, so that's gonna take a little time. But yeah, I have enjoyed myself on the ASMR video. I was new to that. I didn't know that there was a world, but individual with autism, they enjoy that, the different sounds. And I have found myself, let me see, do I have it in here? No. I have a mallet. I carry it around with, don't tell nobody. Who cares? I carry a mallet. I don't have it with me now. I got it in my other bag. Yeah, I got it in my other bag. And I hit it. Boing. I do. And it helps my thinking. Some people are not going to believe that. I know they're going to be like, what in the world is this guy talking about? Who cares? I know it works for me. I like it. It just, when my mind is racing and it has a lot of thoughts, and for the natural therapy of it all, I'll hit it and it responds on the, the natural side. Ding, fries are done. Oh, okay. Enjoy your fries. So I mean, I like it. I mean, what can I say? I like it. It works for me. I got it in my other bag. I didn't have that bag today. But why am I yawning? They say that's a good thing. Let me drink some coffee. But basically for me, I just like for people to understand that they are important, that they are loved, that they have something to give in this world when they think that they don't. They do. It could be their smile. It could be just them showing their presence, you know? It was fun. It was from a Family Guy episode. Oh, really? When Peter Griffin was working at the Burger King. Oh, I can imagine him saying that too. Ding, fries are done. He is a character. Oh yeah, I've watched him. He can, and oh, the baby boy. Oh Lord, he can be bad sometimes. Oh yeah. Does it still come on at night? I remember seeing it at night. Oh, speaking of different older shows, let me tell you. You might not know about that one. I watched Alice. You think so? I watched Alice, 2 episodes of that. I watched, was it Gunsmoke? I watched some of the older black and white movies. Just to compare the transition, how our movies are now compared to how it was in the past. How back then it wasn't a lot of profanity. You know, the different. It was different. We have went through a lot lengthy transition when it comes to television. When it comes to social media as well, you know. There's so many new things that are out there. This is amazing to me. And it's only going to continue. I believe it's only going to continue. But I like for people to know that they didn't come through that birth process just by chance. You didn't, you know, come through that process crying and going through everything that you may have gone through, being in an incubator, or, you know, whatever your process was, just for nothing. That you have a purpose. And it doesn't. Engine 52. It isn't you may not always know why and what the purpose is, but you keep living, you will find out, and you may already be walking in your purpose. And in life, when it does get hard, that's when you hold tighter. Just lock, hold tight, don't give up. Hold tight with your positive thoughts. Hold tight with the positive people you are around. Hold tight to the Word of God. Hold tight to your faith. Hold tight to your love. When it gets deep down and dirty, you hold tight to what is right and tight to what is good. I used to watch Ed and Eddie Chowder and Ren and Stewie, and I forgot how funny they were. Yeah, those some of the older ones. I don't remember. Is that a costume? Is that a cartoon? I don't remember that. Eddie Chowder. That don't sound familiar. What type of character is it? I miss some of those old movies. I'm glad they're still on TV, because some of them, they were some good lessons in that. Cowboys and Indians. And then, this is what gets me, Bradley. Some of the places that, yes, both of them were on, like, Cartoon Network. Okay, gotcha. What gets me excited is when, like, the Westerns, when they show where they crossing Mexico, or they crossing Indiana, or they crossing what was some of the other states that I heard, because every state wasn't developed, you know what I mean, and all you saw was dirt and rocks. That's all you saw. And it's like there were boundaries and markers already, you know what I mean. It's these markers and boundaries been going on since the beginning of the Bible. There have been boundaries. This is this, from here to here, then from there to there, such and such, and there to there, such and such, such and such, such and such. And it's like all you saw was rocks and dirt. And now you look at how much we have evolved, how much we have grown, the construction. Oh, I mean, it's like, so it behooves us to take everything in while we can, because change is a coming. Change is a coming. And it is, because if we look back, compared to now, changes has come. And so the only constant is you and I. Everything else around us is changing. Everything else around us is changing. And all we can do, me, you, and I, either change what we can, pray for strength to do it, and understanding, knowledge, the know-how, and to adjust appropriately to what we can't. And when I say adjust, I'm not saying to be okay with it. I'm saying to adjust in a way that you can still move around it, move around it like a snake. So many people, they don't like snakes, and I get it. I get it. However, on the natural part of the snake, and I know the symbolism and so on and so forth, but some of those techniques that the snake have is not a bad thing, okay? It's not a bad thing. They know how to get around things. And they know how to be quiet as they get around things, okay? Yeah. All right? Just some things you can use and some things you can't. I remember this pastor told me years ago. It was in the 90s. Look at that, in the 90s. Wow, that's like, what? In the 90s? Yeah, I know, right? He said, eat the meat and spit out the bones. And whenever he said that, I immediately imagined a chicken wing. Why a chicken wing? I don't know, but that's what I imagined. Yeah. What can I say? Western is like heaven. It's kind of how I look at it. Oh, okay. I have a huge fear of snakes. Do you? But you know what? I mean, I used to be afraid of snakes, but I began to realize it's important to know some things about a snake. And I'm going to tell you why. There was this lady. She was on TikTok. She was telling a story. It was one of the deadliest snakes. What did she call it? A call head, doll head. It's the deadliest snakes. It's deadlier. The venom is deadlier than a cobra. He was crawling up her pants leg. Instead of her freaking out and crashing, she knew if she got that head, she was in control of this deadly snake. He's in her pants, coming up her leg. She grabbed it, and she was telling the people who were around her, I guess they were at a cookout, she said, today y'all gonna see me naked. She reached down, and she like grabbed on the outside, grabbed him, it's like, it's coming up, and she grabbed it, like that, and she knew she had the head, and so then she began to get herself out of the clothes, but she had the head, so she could, do her little thing, get herself out the clothes. And then once she got him out, once she got herself out of the jumpsuit, then she slung it. She just and slung it. And thank God it didn't bite her, because it was coming up her leg. And the venom is deadly. Deadly. And it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was a beautiful, she said it was a beautiful blue and black color snake. So I don't think we should fear it to the point that we don't learn about them. We need to fear it to respect them, but we need to learn about them. So if we come across a snake, we will know what type of snake it is and how we can survive from that snake. All snakes don't have venom. All venom is not deadly. So we have to know the. I don't. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold that thought. I remember watching the snake show. I think he said all venom is not deadly. Check it out again for yourself. What I'm saying is, it's important to learn about snake. Don't go by what people say, because people are giving you their narrative, how they feel. Okay, and you don't have to be around them to learn about them. Okay, you can be on the internet. You can go to a reptile place and learn about them. You know what I mean? You can be in safe areas to learn about them, and to the point that you don't have to fear it, because now you know about it. You know what I mean? It's just like some kids are afraid of the dark. However, if that kid knows, okay, the light is on, everything you see when the light is on is still there when the light goes out. It don't move. You turn the light back on. See, that chair is still there. The bed is still there. You are still there. However, the mind, if you're the type individual that has a very stimulating mind, then when the light go out, your mind can see things, and it's not really there, and those things can be kind of terrifying. But once you get it and understand, oh, I can turn the light on, and all of whatever I was seeing is I don't even have that problem anymore. It's because you have conquered that fear. I kind of used to watch Crocodile Hunters, and I'm not sure if you know who Steve Irwin was. Yeah, the Crocodile Man, right? But it's crazy how much he really did love animals. He really did. That's the Crocodile Dundee, Crocodile Man. Yeah, but see, he learned about them. He respected them. He knew a lot about them. So he was able to be around them because he respected them. I forgot how he became unalived. I don't know if it was a crocodile. Yeah, because he was telling us the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. Let me see if I remember. A crocodile, it's something about the sharp things and the nose. I think the alligator nose is shorter. It's one of those type things that he was teaching us the difference. I would have to refresh on it, but yeah, so that's good to know. And some gonna, they're powerful too. They get you in there and they spin you. So you gotta respect animals. You gotta respect the fire. You gotta respect water. You gotta respect the earth. You gotta respect wind. Those are powerful things. I mean, powerful. A wind can be so strong it can tear down a city within minutes. Water can come through and destroy a city in minutes. Fire, the same, Earth, the same. An earthquake come through. What can you do? What can you do? Conservation is important. Exactly. We have a conservatory right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. That's the conservatory over there. And now, I don't know if you can see it. That little beige building there. That's the conservatory. We used to have a... did I mess that up? Sorry. We used to have a reptile... Oh, I gotta get ready to go too. We used to have a reptile house. I used to go to and take my nephew to to learn about reptiles, and they had a bold restrictor, and they would feed them the baby. Oh, I don't want to say it, but oinky oink. Yeah, in the mornings. Oh, And we came there early after they had fed them. But that's the food chain. We all learned in school, the food chain. You know, it's sad when you see it. It's like, oh no, but right? It goes in a line. You know, eat that, eat that, eat that, and that, and then the humans are in that same chain. You know, but yeah, they had some very interesting reptiles in there. But I don't think they had. I don't. Yeah, they don't have that anymore. If they do, I don't know what side of the park they have it at. Yeah. So I'm just saying, you know, one of those things. A good steak. Who knows what? What in the world? So yeah, it's one of those situations that happens in life, unfortunately. But yeah, and it's just important to make sure you love yourself. Know yourself, be yourself, and change yourself to improve yourself. And I'm gonna get ready to go and complete my journey for the day and get back in the house. And I love every last one of you guys who came on. It just brought me great joy to see you come in and continue to stand in your truth and keep on. You love steak. I know I love steak too. Ooh, right? Ooh. I know. All right. Yeah. It is what it is. All right. So continue to take care, and I'll try to be back again a little sooner than later. What I always say is I always try to do what I love until God calls me home. Oh, that's awesome, Bradley. Appreciate it. Great live show. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. Thank you, Manny. And thank you. I'm so happy to see you. Continue moving forward, okay? And take care, everybody.